Hi, this is Yvonne. Welcome to Spirituality at Work, Lesson 1. Change begins within. Companies are reinventing themselves with a stronger focus on encouraging a melding of work, life, and spirituality. Why all of this focus and investment? We are responding to the knowledge that when the shell of a team member comes to work, but the spirit or inner self stays outside the doors, we have hurt not only the individual, but the company as well. Just imagine what your workplace would be if everyone came with their spirit intact. What new ideas would grow? How much better would your team communicate? What effect do you think that growth trajectory would have on your profitability? Can you imagine the improved environment of your workplace? Can you see the best of the best wanting to work on one of your teams? After you have answered these questions for yourself, give your team members a venue to express their thoughts. So, where do we start? Every organization begins, well, where they are. If you have had a bumpy road and there is broken trust, it will take more effort, but will ultimately have big dividends. So we start simple. We start where we are. Take a couple of minutes to take an honest look at yourself. Think of some of the strengths that you bring to the table. What are your personal weaknesses? And what are your ultimate goals? To begin this process, you are going to need to take an honest look at your organization and your role in it. What kind of leader are you? What changes do you need to make in yourself and your methods to ensure that your values and your actions speak the same language? Change always begins with the only person we can truly control. To be able to lead change, you must be able to change yourself. It is up to you to model the way. As we work with others, we build a view based on our own life experiences. Begin anew. See your team members with fresh eyes. Who are they? What are their strengths? Are you playing to them? Is your company benefiting from the spirit they have to offer? Recognizing the worth of your team members is the first step to creating a cohesive and productive environment. People that are valued and trusted feel free to create and add their experiences to the value of your company. Many of the things that our companies deal with are non-essentials. They have simply become part of the furniture because they're there. Take a look at your organizational structure. What are the basics that align with your vision and your mission statement? What traditions or habits are just taking up space and time and energy? That extra clutter is inhibiting the spirit and growth of your organization. Don't get me wrong, no one likes to throw away their favorite old t-shirt, and there may be resistance. However, if you remember to keep your team members in the loop, value their ideas and input, you will find the path not only easier, but lined with encouragement, even amid any conflict. Now let's take a moment, push pause, and reflect. Make a brief note of the 2 or 3 most important values that your company has. Do not list profit. That is understood and is not the value of your company spirit, but the product of a healthy and happy environment. Next, take note of 2 places where change can begin. Notice I did not say redecorate. To redecorate, you simply change what it looks like on the surface. You want to change what it feels like. You want to change what is broken, what is weak, and build a structure that is strong, progressive, creative, and fulfilling. You want to be the place that the best of the best want to work. Imagine that moment, the beginning of a day filled with hope and enthusiasm, a day where ideas grow, spirits connect, and your business becomes more productive organically. These are not pie in the sky ideas, but We know the buts and what ifs attached. You alone cannot change everything, but you can change where you are going. You can model the way and inspire a shared vision. You can challenge the process and enable others to act. You are the leader. You can encourage the hearts of your team members, invite them to join their spirit in the creation of what you have wanted all along. You have begun a journey that is easier than you ever dreamed. By taking this module, you have already advanced exponentially. You have accepted the possibilities. Before you leave, let's plan the next couple of steps. You did a great job today. Let's finish up by balancing our pies. First, picture what you see in the physical present. What is the first thing that jumps out at you? Second, I want you to intellectually disconnect from past stories. What is one habit or tradition that is no longer beneficial? Third, express your emotions in 5 words or less. How do you feel about changing yourself? And finally, I want you to take a moment to reflect on your spiritual awareness of self, others, and community. What is one thing that you are willing to commit to that will strengthen your organization? Thanks for joining us for Spirituality at Work, Lesson 1. Change begins within. We are thrilled that you recognize the common language of the Golden Rule and want to create an environment of compassion and spirituality at your workplace. May your community join you easily.